Hey guys, today we're going to be starting our new web development course and let's get started with it. First of all, we're going to open our Visual Code Studio so we could write our code inside. And as you know, you save the code and you gotta save it as an extension .html or .htm. So first of all, we're gonna be opening doctype HTML. We're gonna be writing doctype HTML and then we're gonna write the HTML tag inside. And inside of this we're gonna write a header tag, and inside the header tag we're gonna write a title. Inside the title we're gonna be writing the title name, which is gonna be coding cleverly for me. You could be writing anything else, whatever you want your title to be as. So inside the title we wrote our head tag, and this is totally perfect. So beneath that we're gonna write our body tag, and inside our body tag we're going to be writing whatever we wanted to display on the web page. So we could be writing a header. We're going to save it as h1. We're going to write it as h1. This is going to be the biggest header, h1, and you could even make this bold. We're going to write it as bold, as we know, and then we're going to close the tag. And inside this we could write whatever we want to display. So we could write it coding session. This is going to be displayed in a bold text and it's going to be written inside a header. So beneath this we could add a paragraph if we want, and we could write whatever we want. This is our first web development courses video. So we're writing this inside a paragraph tag. So beneath that we could save this and we could check what are we done yet. So we're going to right click over here, reveal in file explorer, and then we're going to be checking what did we make till now. We see that on top it's written coding cleverly, coding underscore cleverly, which is our title. And beneath that we wrote this as a bold text, coding session in a h1. And then this is our first web development course video. We wrote this in a paragraph. So this is really nice. And we're learning everything through W3 Schools. And if you have any questions or something, we're going to be giving this link in the description below. You could check this out. You're going to open their website and you could check everything out. You're going to be clicking on learn.html, learn HTML, and everything. There's really simply described, everything has been explained below, and we're going to be learning through that, and we're going to be explaining everything what's written in W3 Schools. And it's going to be a really nice thing. As we know, there's quizzes over here, there's quiz questions and stuff. You could submit answers and you could practice. There's quiz, you could take quizzes and stuff, and it's really nice. We're going to be learning all of these attributes: element, browser support attributes, global attributes, events attributes, color names, canvas, URL. We're going to learn how to make how to display a page, how to display a picture on side, a video, a YouTube video, how to change the color, the CSS, the fave icon, every single thing. Just stay tuned for all the nice videos and all the informative videos. So, yep, as we know that we wrote every single thing, it's a really basic code right now, but we should be learning the structure. What's the basic structure? As we know, this doc type HTML, this is how this is going to tell that, okay, we're writing an HTML5 file, which is going to be written on HTML5, and we're going to be writing everything. So beneath that, we're going to write the HTML tag, and then we're going to write the header tag, head tag, and inside that, we're going to be writing our enclosing our title, as we know. We're going to close our head tag, then the body tag, and inside that, we're going to be writing our headings, h1, then our paragraphs, then body, then everything simply as below. So if we want to add up things, we could just add more things like h1. You could add h2 if you want, and you could be adding uh, this is for a YouTube video. And we're going to be writing Control S over here. We're going to be opening the web page. Open this and write Control R, which is going to be reloading. Sorry. This is going to be reloading it. So this is for a YouTube video. This is really nice. That's the top one is written on H1, and the below one is going to be written on H2. Both are bold text, and below that we see that we wrote a paragraph over here, paragraph tag, in which we're displaying everything. So now we know everything is really simple. We know the example, how everything is worked. Then we're gonna be opening the introduction section. What's written in the introduction. What is HTML? This is the first question. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. You already know. Why is it used for? It's used for making web pages and stuff. We describe the structure of a web page in HTML. It consists of series of elements. It tells the browser how to display the content. HTML element labels pieces of content such as this is a table, this is a heading, this is a paragraph, like this is a link, etc. It's really simple. You already see the basic simple HTML document consists of these things as we see below. The first of all is written doc type HTML, then the HTML head tag, then the titles, then head body, then we're gonna write the headings, then the paragraph, and so on. We're just gonna be writing stuff like that. So explain documents. What is doc type HTML? It declares and defines the documents written in HTML5 document. We should be understanding this thing. So there's a reason of every single thing. Everyone, you're gonna be thinking that why did we write doc type HTML over here? Is we're telling the computer, whatever we're typing on the computer, the laptop, that we want to write this, we want to display this on HTML5. So it's gonna understand, okay, he wants to display on HTML5. So below that, we see that we're writing a head tag. Now below that we see we're writing an HTML tag. What is an HTML? Element is the root element of an HTML page. It's telling that okay, this is making this we want to make an HTML page over here. Doc type HTML helps us to define that we want to write it on HTML5. We want to write the document in HTML5. And this HTML is going to be telling that okay, we want to write an HTML tag. Below that, we see the head tag. Inside, we're going to write the meta information. There's going to be meta tags, but we're going to be explaining and we're going to be teaching afterwards. So right now, let's get done with the basics. Then we'll make every single video and we're going to explain every single thing. So below that, we see the title tag. What's in the title? You could write shown in the browser title bar, like you could see over here, introduction to HTML. This is the title over here. Over here, it's coding underscore cleverly. That's the title. Below that, we see the body tag. Inside the body tag, we could write every single thing, whatever you want to display on the web page, like headings, paragraph, images, hyperlinks, table, lists, and etc. I'll tell you, I right now told you how to write headings, which is H1 for the largest heading, all the way to H6, which is going to be going up, ascending to descending. H1 is the largest one, and H6 is the shortest one. So yeah, we could check those out, and then the bracket close. This is the element that defines a paragraph. So I hope you got these things. So below this, what is an HTML element? An element is defined as starting tag and some context. You got to remember one basic thing. Whenever you start a tag, you're gonna close the tag. That's a really basic problem. This is a simple problem what everyone do. They remember to open their tags, but they don't. They forget to close the tags, and they'll be like, okay, there's some problem inside the code. So in HTML, there's a really basic thing that whenever you open something, you gotta close that afterwards. So we see that there's a headings over here in my first heading. You got to write this in HTML heading 1 because he wants to display as a heading. You're gonna write H1 and then you got to close the tag and you can write the text whatever you want to display in between. The paragraph the same. Open the paragraph tag, write whatever you want to be displayed, and close the paragraph tag. So you could see that the start tag is H1, this first line, and then done. Then BR is used for breaking a line. So if you want to break a line, I could show over here. Like, I wrote my, you see, I wrote my coding session over here. I wrote a heading 1, and then right below that, this is heading 2. I could use a BR, which is gonna break a line over here. And BR doesn't require anything. You don't require to close it. These are only two brackets, I'll tell you right now. One HR for horizontal line and BR for breaking a line. Whenever you open these, it's not required to close these tags. So rest except these, every single thing you gotta close. You gotta close the tags. Now I'm gonna refresh it and you could see it added another space inside. That's the help because of BR. And then we could write HR over here, which is used for a horizontal line, as I told you that we don't even close this tag. HR, we're gonna save this, go over here and press Control R, and you could see a horizontal line. people mostly use this to divide sections, and it's mostly been displayed on the footer section. So yeah, we're gonna be checking every single thing out. So this is the introduction of HTML. I'll just be showing these kind of stuff to you. As we know, the web browser, we can write the title over here is written index.htm. I told you that we could save it as .htm or .html. Yeah, so now we're going to be looking about the basic structure. As we know that the HTML starts below in visualization of HTML page structure. We see that in the HTML tag, we're going to write the header and the title in between. And then we're going to close the tag. Then after that, we're going to write the body. Inside the body, we're going to write the main components of the data, our main components of the web page, like the header, the paragraph, whatever you want to display, the pictures, the photos inside the web page. You're going to be writing inside the body tag. So after that, we're going to be closing the HTML tag, and boom, we got to save it, and it's going to be displayed on your web page just like this. We're going to be making every single thing in depth, but right now this is a basic tutorial on basic things how to make a web page. It was really simple, as you know that this basic code, as we wrote the basic code inside, as we see that it's going to be starting as doc type HTML head tag. Inside we're going to write the title, then the body, then we're going to be writing inside BR is for breaking a line, HR is for horizontal line, horizontal row or horizontal break or horizontal line. And we see this line is made with HR, BR and HR we don't need, such as closing these both tags, but rest every single tag we gotta close it. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. So I'll be explaining all how to add photos, videos, and links inside your web page, which is going to be really fun. So I hope so you're learning a lot from this. So we're going to be making another video about it, and we're going to be learning in that. Okay, thanks.